Jealousy generally refers to the thoughts or feelings of insecurity, fear, and concern over a relative lack of possessions or safety. Jealousy can consist of one or more emotions such as anger, resentment, inadequacy, helplessness, or disgust. In its original meaning, jealousy is distinct from envy, though the two terms have popularly become synonymous in the English language, with jealousy now also taking on the definition originally used for envy alone. These two emotions are often confused with each other, since they tend to appear in the same situation. Romantic jealousy is here defined as a complex of thoughts, feelings, and actions which follow threats to self-esteem and/or threats to the existence or quality of the relationship, when those threats are generated by the perception of potential attraction between one's partner and a, perhaps imaginary, rival. When you're in a romantic relationship, you and your partner are probably going to feel a little jealous from time to time. While a little bit of jealousy every once in a while is okay, jealousy has the potential to become destructive, and it can even end relationships. Whether you struggle with feelings of jealousy or your partner is a jealous person, it's normal to feel jealous from time to time. No matter who you are, you're probably going to experience jealousy at some point within your relationship. You might notice that someone is being flirty with your partner, or that your partner is giving flirtatious vibes to someone else. The reason why you feel jealous is because you don't want your partner to be with anyone else, you want them to be with you. When we feel jealous of what our partner is doing, it might be because we don't trust them to be around other people without pursuing them romantically. This could be because your partner has acted shady in the past, or it might just be because you've had your heart broken before. While jealousy doesn't always indicate that you don't trust your partner, it definitely can. You might feel jealous when you notice someone else is attracted to your partner. Jealousy in small doses is totally fine in romantic relationships, as long as it doesn't become obsessive or controlling. Small doses of jealousy can help you appreciate your partner. When you see that other people are attracted to them, it can remind you of what you have and why you love them so much. Sometimes jealousy is born from low self-esteem. If you feel like you aren't good enough for your partner, you might be constantly worried about them going out to find someone else. This can cause jealousy issues, since it can make you feel insecure whenever your partner interacts with someone else. These issues don't make you, or your partner, a bad person, they just mean other times, jealousy happens because of unrealistic expectations if you want to spend 100% of your time together but your partner needs a bit of space, or vice versa, jealousy is probably going to crop up. You can address these issues by sitting down with your partner and talking about what you both want out of the relationship. That way, you can come up with a compromise that suits both of you, and your jealousy could disappear. There are some issues to work through to make your relationship really healthy. It can be tempting to think of jealousy and love as being interwoven. Think about it, if someone didn't love you, why would they be jealous? Isn't the opposite of love indifference? However, the relationship between jealousy and love is complicated. Let's discuss the definition of jealousy and love and whether or not they are as related as many people seem to think they are. In short, no, jealousy and love are not the same things. You can exhibit signs of jealousy over someone you do not love, and sometimes there is love entirely devoid of jealousy. The role of jealousy in relationships is a controversial one. Some people think it's entirely acceptable to be jealous of the person you love, and some even believe that it's a mandatory feature of a relationship. If you love someone, why wouldn't you be jealous of them? This also has an enormous cultural element to it as well. Jealousy in Arab cultures is way more acceptable and expected than in Western cultures. Jealousy in Western cultures is perceived as being controlling, manipulative, and potentially abusive. Rarely is jealousy a positive characteristic in a partner in Western cultures, though the opposite, disinterest, lack of concern, is also not desirable either. Big misconception that many people experience, particularly in cross-cultural relationships, is the idea that jealousy and love are interwoven. They think you cannot have jealousy without love, and that if someone is exhibiting controlling behavior over you, they must love you. I do not believe this to be accurate at all, however. I've seen many instances where highly jealous partners do not necessarily love the person they are with. Many people associate jealous feelings with a sense of selfishness because you're putting your feelings of insecurity and fear over the comfort and trust of your partner. I tend to think it's a little bit more nuanced than that, especially when it comes to cultural considerations. I think that jealousy is taught in certain cultures as part of love, so it's not entirely fair to accuse them of selfishness in that sense. However, there has to be a middle ground. There has to be a reasonable sense of trust and love mixed with concern. If your partner is making you feel miserable with their jealousy or is controlling you past the point of comfort, that isn't a supportive partner. Jealousy can be horrible. But jealousy can also seem inevitable since we habitually compare ourselves to others, and unruly emotions are hard to tame. What is more, jealousy can seem valuable when viewed dispassionately. What is bad about wanting to retain valued affections? Aren't we suspicious of people who claim not to feel jealous? Some philosophers echo these sentiments in their defenses of jealousy, suggesting that jealousy is integral to playful relationships, is an erotic catalyst, expresses care, prevents indifference, and promotes reflection. Jealousy can be difficult to understand and process. Depending on the situation, you may feel embarrassed, threatened, insecure, or abandoned. As a result, you may choose to say something to your loved one, notifying them of your feelings, concerns, or fears. Or you may react more irrationally by yelling, taking away their phone, making demands, placing blame, accusing them of something that didn't happen, or storming off. Even if a real threat presents itself, jealousy can lead to extreme behaviors, especially if you're feeling insecure about yourself or the relationship. For your own mental health, you'll want to find healthy ways to handle your jealousy.